Just back, I'm on a real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Relax. Just back, real back relax. I just want to sell my soul. No, I refuse to take your bribes to make your forest life. One night your business spoil, and I want you to know I just won't cease. So hypocrite relax, just back, SHACKA on the real back relax. Hypocrite relax, just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Hypocrite relax, just back, real back relax. Yeah, SHACKA feel me got yourself, can't tame. I don't know, here together are the same thing. I'll let you say so. You don't know real back relax, you see me? Yeah, suddenly, some friends became a foe for reasons that I don't. Said to us, it's a waste of time. Let's tap it up on crime. But I'm a warrior for the divine. Fighting a spiritual war for peace. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Hypocrites relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Know that the war is on. SHACKA feel the same karma. So warriors arise. Now is the appointed time. Go forward, the winners of soul. Enough steps of victory I'm sure. So hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, I'm on a real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Relax. Just back, real back relax. I just want to sell my soul. I'm not here die for your gold. I refuse to take your bribes to make your forest life. One night your business spoil, and I want you to know I just won't cease. So hypocrite relax, just back, SHACKA on the real back relax. Hypocrite relax, just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Hypocrite relax, just back, real back relax. Yeah, SHACKA feel me got yourself, can't tame. You don't know, here together are the same thing. I'll let you say so. You don't know real back relax, you see me? Yeah, suddenly, some friends became a foe for reasons that I don't. Said to us, it's a waste of time. Let's step it up on crime. But I'm a warrior for the divine. Fighting a spiritual war for peace. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Know that the war is on. SHACKA feel the same karma. So warriors arise. Now is the appointed time. Go for it, the winners of soul. Enough steps of victory I'm sure. So hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax.
Big role to play.
But we have to look at the treatment that our children receive at some homes and in their communities that will determine their state of mind when they arrive at school. We have to consider that in some communities, very loud music and selectors screaming at the top of their voices until the wee hours of the morning during a school night in many communities that determine if our children arrive at school fully rested or simply exhausted from lack of sleep and just want to put their heads on the desk. It is the lewd lyrics being broadcast in some of the public passenger vehicles that our students have to travel in to get to school that will determine if they arrive at school in a calm spirit or sexually charged. Add to this, and yes, the education sector has a big role to play, but we have to look at the treatment that our children receive at some homes and in their communities that will determine their state of mind when they arrive at school. We have to consider that in some communities, very loud music and selectors screaming at the top of their voices until the wee hours of the morning during a school night in many communities that determine if our children arrive at school fully rested or simply exhausted from lack of sleep and just want to put their heads on the desk. It is the lewd lyrics being broadcast in some of the public passenger vehicles that our students have to travel in to get to school that will determine if they arrive at school in a calm spirit or sexually charged. Add to this, so you put it relax, chase back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. You put it relax, chase back, I'm on a real back relax. You put it relax, chase back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Relax, chase back, real back relax. I just don't sell my soul. I'm not ready for your gold. I refuse to take your right to meet your flawless sky. One night your business boy, and I want you to know I just won't see.
Let me send a message to
SHACKA on your real glass. You fucking relax. Chase back, SHACKA feel my real glass. You fucking relax. Chase back, real glass.
send a message to
Yeah, SHACKA feel you got yourself can't see. You don't know here to the same thing. But then you have to say something. You don't know real glass. You say it. Suddenly, some friends became a foe for reasons that I know. Said to us, it's a waste of time. Let's step into the forefront. But I'm a warrior for the divine. Fighting the spiritual war for peace. Hypocrite relax. Chase back, SHACKA feel my relax. Hypocrite relax. Chase back, SHACKA feel my real relax. No, that. So warriors arise. Now is the appointed time.
go forth. And then of this victory. Lenny Hyde, tell them.
So you fucking relax. Chase back, SHACKA feel my real relax. You fucking relax. Just back, I'm on a real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Relax. Just back, real back relax. I just want to sell my soul. I'm not ready for your gold. I refuse to take your bribes to make your forest sky. I just want to sell my soul. I'm not ready for your gold. And I want you to know I just want to make your so hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA on the real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, real back relax.
Morning, morning, and welcome everybody. Welcome to Portland Spice TV. We're live on YouTube every Saturday morning from 9 o'clock until 11. We are on Facebook at East Portland PNP. Want to say morning and welcome one and all. Welcome, welcome. Share the link, like up the video, share the link, call somebody, because this morning is no ordinary Saturday morning. Let me just take care of some housekeeping matters.
So warriors arise. Now we see appointed time. Go forth, go winners of soul. In our flash of victory, I'm sure. So hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, I'm on a real back relax. Hypocrite relax. Just back, SHACKA feel my real back relax. Relax, just back, real back relax. I just want to sell my soul. I'm not ready for your gold. I refuse to take your bribes to make your forest sky. One night your business spoil. And I want you to know I just won't see.
I love that song, yes, man. Major Brown, good morning to you. People get I love that song, yes, man. I'm gonna tell you something now. Stop the music, stop everything. Because let me first give thanks to the Most High God. Give thanks to the Almighty. Morning, President. Let us give thanks to the Lord Jesus Christ, because it is He that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are His people, sheep of His pastures, and we must enter into His gates with thanksgiving and into His courts with praise, knowing that the Lord Jesus Christ, Him alone, is God. Now, the week that was, whole heap of things happening other week there. Lot of things, and see some video run with viral on the social media thing. Yeah. See some video kick off. Some 40,000 views, some 10,000, some 14,000, some 17,000 views for some things on the social media. And we are saying that this man is not a blogger. I'm a broadcaster. Are we using social media to broadcast our content and our views and our opinions and reminding people of some of the facts? So when we go up on the road and we see an issue and we highlight it, we are not in government. We are not in government. So when we see an issue and we highlight it, we don't want nobody vex with it. We never cause it. So there's a video on Facebook. It's on this Facebook channel that you're watching on now, where we saw where the rains that we have had over the last week caused some damage to a part of the new road. Now, for those of you who've been watching us on this platform and from our other places, we were complaining about the quality of the work. And we were not blaming the contractors, because we call a spade and we say what we think it is. And we were saying that the fact that the contract was scaled back or scaled down from what the original plan was, it didn't leave much for a higher standard of work. A higher standard of work costs a higher standard of money. You pay cheap money, you get cheap work. And we were telling people that they were putting on 2 inches of asphalt on an A1 road. And we were saying all along that even the compaction or the thing at work, we never like it. But we know say where the contractor them get for work with. So we were putting our concerns clearly to the government, the administration, the people who spend the money. And this morning I said to all I would up on Facebook, call me 804-7072. Call me respectfully, state your concern. Because a man called me yesterday. Saying that me should have did this and me should have did all kind of things they must say me should have do. But the man now acknowledge, say me publicize the thing that the authorities could have seen. Gregory, talk to me.
Yes.
You send me them. All right. Thanks, my brother. I'll look on them now. All right. Respect and thanks, sir. All right. So, let me look, because we had a reporter out there to find out if anything changed with what that video that we show, because we expect some changes. And we have a look on it right now to see if we see the changes. Yeah. So we have reporters all over the place. You know, we are step up the pace. Another thing. Stepping up the pace. All right. Beautiful. So I'm going to post this picture up on the Facebook page right now, because we made the intervention and we expect the authorities to act. We don't have no authority if we go put nothing in a road and then it damage people's vehicle, and then you hear say a SHACKA firm put things in a road and damage people's vehicle. We don't have that authority. You have to know what you do. All right, let me share that video upon the thing. We're gonna see it. Share this video. All right, over here, sir. You see, you have to know how to get the authorities for work. And how them get it done. Where them jump to. You understand? If you don't know where them jump to, because we know in our government, we don't have the talk. We can call them, but when certain things do certain way. So, a lot of people out there quarrel, say me should have did this and me should have did that. See there now, the lane is blocked off. And it is blocked off with some mall and a cone. So it's one lane, but I think it needs better attention than that. I think it need better attention. Gilly, morning. Gilly say I saw less than 2 inches. But Gilly, you see how much people drive past there, because that never happened. When was that? Tuesday? That never happened the day when I videoed it, It been there for a couple days before that. And I see some people on the thing I say, the rainfall and that. Let me tell you something. A long time I don't see rainfall at Portland for 1 week straight. Long time. And last week or what? Week before last? Rainfall actually for a week. Hard rain ease up. Hard rain again. That's Portland weather where we know about, and we haven't seen that in Portland in a long time. So, no tell me, no, listen, man. We are here to do our work anyway, and we will not be daunted by those who want to see us go silent. No, me a God loudspeaker. The Almighty speaks through me. And me have to do what me have to do. So I was telling you all along that the money where the government take off of the work there did a serious injustice to the people of St. Thomas and the people of Portland. And Sophia Harrison saying you did the right thing. Your video warned other motorists and also highlighted the poor road construction to the authorities and to the world. But we were, you see, and that's the thing we keep telling on yesterday. You have a lot of people who are afraid to, if they have an opinion, they're even afraid to voice it for a fear of being wrong. Yeah? When I have an opinion, I voice it. I'm not a perfection. And sometimes you voice something, them go correct it before anything happens. And then when you voice it and it happens, you also said it before. Jump on it after. The area, they need to concrete that drain. The drain that carry the water off of Ken Jones Highway, because leading to that bridge is where we call it Ken Jones Highway. Yeah? And the bridge is the border between St. Thomas and Portland. The Hectors River. Run through this. So, when I come talk SHACKA this and look on what me I say, a long time I want to know, A long time I want to know. Listen to what I am saying. Listen to what I am saying, because I don't know me. I don't go on like say, me can't know something. Hey, Lord, man. We are family. All of us. Looking out for each other. That's what we do. Audrey, morning. Mother N, morning. Morning, everybody, and welcome to the platform. At 9:30, we're going to be talking to a teacher. We're going to talk to a teacher at 9:30. Because the Minister of Education, and that's another video. And I have a TikTok page now here, Colin Bell, SHACKA fame over TikTok. Hey, I tell you.
There's one simple sugar hack that
hold on, TikTok. Hold on. No, come up here. So, there's another video now where we were talking about the Minister of Education in our sectorial debate. And I want to say, the first thing I want to say about it is that I am not challenging the minister as it relates to the impact the music have on the children. I'm not challenging her on that. I am not sanctioning what she says either. We're live on the air right now.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, man. So if you want to call me upon the air, you can call me upon the air. This is music can be therapy. Music you can use if you do what you want to use it, you know. You have some people no work without music. Them a work, music have to play. You have a next man where when he make love, or a woman when she make love, she want to hear a certain kind of music. And it makes she behave a certain kind of way. So music is powerful. But it's not just music is powerful. Word, sound is power. So anything will come out of your mouth. As the Bible says, what come out of your mouth defile your body. Thank God I like this area, as I am not from that side, but to drive there for work purposes. That looks like a death trap. Yes, it is, Richard. And needs urgent attention, of course. Facts are facts. The contractor got the blame because NWA and central government cut the fund that affect the quality of the work done. Richard, you see, because me know say government cut the money, me not blaming the contractors. Because the contractor can't get paid for put on 2-inch asphalt and go put on 6. No contractor ain't gonna do that. The contractor can't get paid for just grade off the road, set 1 3 or 4-inch mall base and put on asphalt and them out the more than that. No. And because I know that me have to talk when me know, me not sugarcoat nothing. The government cut the spending that was set for the highway. And because them cut the spending, we get poor quality work. In fact, in the symposium on Sunday, Anthony Hilton said to the people of Portland and of the world that there's a difference between building a highway and a road. Highway have certain standard that you have to build it to. And I remember I had a discussion with Steve Shaw on Power 106 about comparing the road from Negril into Port Antonio to that road from Harborview to Port Antonio. The road from Negril into Port Antonio is 6 inches of asphalt. And he was contesting that. And when Jody asked him, so how much? He said about 5 inches, sorry, not feet. Inches. 6 inches worth of asphalt. Him say about 5, but in a contest, the 2 inches on the road from Port Antonio to Boston and Upper Hectors River and then place there. 2 inches of asphalt. So the scope of the work was cut drastically. So who are vexing them? Because it's truth we talk. So when you look at the pictures, tell me if you see more than 2 inches of asphalt. I hears me I tell you that. And therefore, this is Portland. St. Thomas. We get proper rain. We get proper rains. Not joke rain. So you have to make provision for that. So it should have been a concrete drain go down there, so with concrete to the side of the road, holding up the side of the road and a proper drain to carry that water that come off of the Ken Jones Highway. And that water dig out the side of the road, you know. Because the river was in spate and it hit upon the river and back up there, so dig out the whole height. If you come down upon a, like all a big truck come down upon a bridge and hold it tight and go St. Thomas with any farmer load, they sort of steer off. And it's when we go there and highlight it and get it out. Mainstream media and social media. That's when we go see them put something there and now we know that it's going to be addressed. They have to address it. So, I tell you something. We have to do the work. We have to do what we have to do. And we now go back down from doing what we have to do. Share up the channel, like the video. Portland Spice TV. 9:30, we're going to talk to a school teacher. We are opening the phone lines. You can call us at any time. 422-1110. No, sorry, not that. 804-7072. You can call upon that. Yeah, man. And when you call upon that, we are here to talk to you. Tuesday was a good day. Tuesday was really across Jamaica. And we went and did our thing at the second campus of the Port Anthony High School. And there we ready for the boys. Them I truly enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And then they gave me another set in a man. So I first read for the boys. Let's see if I have the correct email address here. All right. So I read for the boys, and then I got a set of girls. We never spend long time with the ladies. Them. Hello, morning.
Morning, Shaka. Morning, comrade.
Yes, man. Wagwan.
We put in a ministry program for a while, but every time we want to call, I always to free time now. We want to talk about the DPPs the other day, but then stuff they gone. However, now, Shaka, something come up regarding you, and you believe say time now we try to get that out of the way because regarding East Portland internal situations or what has spread around social media.
Internal situation in East Portland?
Yes.
I am not aware of that.
But it has spread around social media, so all kind of problem are coming up right here regarding who should get the seat because you lost the fellowship division right here.
Yeah, but there's no controversy with that, so I don't understand what you're talking about. There is a candidate in place for the seat.
I know you are the candidate right there, so that's what I'm saying. So some of them were complaining, so you're not supposed to be there because now it's right there. So we know some of us say they should be sure and let you continue to the work because work's here and it's free. But what we know like with Jamaica, let me say the PNP Shaka. They might use education as they say people not supposed to. Only people with doctors that's behind them are supposed to be. That we can't that part it just hurt with respect to the same thing happened with Portia and it come right back. Everybody wouldn't have doctors behind them because some names are being called now about persons ready to go up to take East Portland seat. They say they're willing to withdraw support from you just so you can either win if they don't move your put in one particular candidate right there, sir. And we are said to them, say, why no? Because you were in the ground right through it and they still a cause problem. And it right across social media that spread. So people they cause both and everything, they say, are you when up with Warmington? Are you when they're all about the parties and everything? But still some not satisfied, they say you're not supposed to be there. So I said to one comrade, so if they're not satisfied with you, make this constitution part take place and then they make the delegates say so to the party so they don't want to instead of create this whole propaganda. That's right across social media, comrade there. It happened right there. And then they say it's annoying right now to say as they me I look at you and say as they same fractions here in the part where when the cause we're not supposed to perform better in Eastern Portland.
You want to hear my take on it now?
Yeah, man, talk.
I am on social media. Maybe I've missed it. I've not seen the level of talk that you are talking about. Nobody on this planet can get full support in politics. Nobody. So I am not expecting all and sundry to support. What I know that is happening in East Portland is that whoever goes for the seat, we are going to win East Portland for the People's National Party. And the executive, all members of the executive, are at one about winning back East Portland for the People's National Party. And I can also tell you that the entire executive of Eastern Portland is ready to line up behind a Colin Bell or whoever is going to run. So yes, you will have some people who want somebody else, but you have those, and even some of those same people who say they want somebody else. I am telling you that when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, all comrades are going to fall in line and vote out these people for a better future for East Portland. That's where East Portland is right now. I don't know what you are seeing and what you are hearing, but we have been meeting. We have been working since the election. Colin Bell is on the ground, putting in the political work to ensure that the People's National Party comes out victorious. Because, you see, it's a rescue mission, this is, This is not normal like where some people used to think it used to be. This is a serious rescue mission. This is a mission that you have to come with proper ideas because Portland has been left behind. And we are ready now to move forward that our children and their children can have something, because there are some people who are looking things for them children and them there you are looking to care about go give them not now go left we if we're not careful. So I am confident that we have the support of the majority of Eastern Portland comrades and people who are not comrades, because you see a lot of people are out there watching, watching and see who is doing the work, who has been doing the work. When there was no sound of PNP in Eastern Portland, we stood by it and we do the work, and we carry it to a stage now that in the polls are saying that Eastern Portland will end up in the column of the People's National Party in the next general election. So it is about the work, and you will have the naysayers. So we're doing the work, brother.
Well, I'm glad you know you're doing the work, because you watch your on social media, and I'm glad to see that. So one thing I want to say to you, because I'm glad you're there. Just stay up strong and stay with East Portland, because
no, I'm going away, brother.
I know everybody in Napa, we in Napa, the PNP side, we can.
You see, let me tell you, some of the people who are talking, some of the people they are talking, them don't mean bad enough. They want to ensure that we win. You understand? And sometimes some of them are test me to see if me have the stomach. If you're ready for this, because this is serious business. This is not joke business. So I will stand the test of time.
All right.
And,
make sure that.
And there is no two ways about who the candidate is. Colin Bell is the candidate. I mean, the party is always reviewing and looking over all constituencies, because it is about forming government. So we are confident where we are.
All right, then, comrade. So keep up that faith and maybe see how we can move.
Yeah, man. And we need all the support we can get.
Yeah, we want back the ball. We want back the ball at Jamaica, but for now at East Portland, I didn't hear, but we must get back right here.
Yes, man. All right, my brother. One love. One love. Yeah, man. So all that and more. You see, I tell some people the other day that when you look at East Portland, the people of East Portland know who Colin Bell is and are ready to do the work. Them not wondering who Colin is, They know who I am. And I'll say this, that every comrade or every person who is interested in politics in East Portland know Colin Bell. Every single one of them know Colin Bell. Let me call up my guests. Wanted to bring him on, but don't know why I'm messing up the thing so this morning. So, Will, morning.
Morning, Shaka.
I don't know, I'm messing up the whole of the thing this morning, so I have to call him, I have to use the phone. Mr. Wilson, okay. You've been a teacher for how long?
27 going 28 years.
So we could have easily say you're a veteran.
Yes, call it that. I teach parents, I know I teach you. I teach people who are not teaching the children.
So you have taught at least 2 generations.
Yes.
All right. Now, we listened to the sectoral debate the other day, Sir Will, and we heard the Minister of Education speaking to the violence in our schools. And she made some arguments. And one of them is that the music, the lewd music, is having that negative effect, and violent music, I would want to add, is having that negative effect on our children. What are your views?
Well, I think the minister's view is their interpretation of what you think is happening within the system. However, in a person who has never done well, I've done business on this side, but I've been a teacher. Teaching is my mainstay. My perspective might be a little bit different. Even though I know music contributes to how people in our society respond to what is happening, I have to say that I don't think the type of violence in school now, if we were to choose a single factor that is contributing to it, music would be at the top of the list or be that factor.
If you would choose a factor,
right?
You're saying music would be at the top.
This is not to say, and that is not to say music has no impact, because all of us know the impact of music in our society.
No, hold on. I don't get what you're saying. You're saying that the music is not at the top?
If we were to look at factors that are impacting students' behavior in school,
yeah,
and we were to rate them, music would certainly not be at the top.
Okay.
So it would be the most significant factor that is actually affecting the way students are presently behaving in school.
I understand you clearly now. Right. What would you say, though, are the most important factors?
I think the most important factor now is that we have a society that is so loose that the students are not socialized properly to be in school, and their interests lies elsewhere, and the things that are glorified are the things that are not necessarily good for them. But they are from homes where anything goes, they make their own decisions. So when I'm going to come to school, no, this is the place where somebody is holding them accountable. And as such, they put up resistance. And they see school now as being somewhere like akin to a prison. So they don't want to come. And when they come, they want to leave. And when they are there, they don't want to go to classes. And they want to be in confrontation with teachers, fellow students, grown men, security guard. Everything does change. Don't think the music is the music that is causing that. It's a societal breakdown. It's sent for a period because the child is not doing well at school and they don't come. But if they hear that the child and a teacher have anything, they come and want to even fight the teacher.
Talk to me.
And that is what is happening now. So if the minister is going to single out a factor, I don't think it should be packaged in such a way where, okay, stop playing new music, ban all new music tomorrow, and then everything will change. No, we have a bigger problem than that. A much bigger problem.
Expand some more on it.
The reality is, I don't think the ministry, personally, I don't think the ministry presently understand what is really happening in the school. I don't think they value the impact of the mass exodus on the schools. We have
of the mass exodus?
Yes.
Of teachers.
Professionals, seasoned professional, right?
Yes.
Because you see, the idea is, teaching, when you go to a teacher's college and you cover some content and you learn a few methodology, you have to now come and practice and own your craft, So a seasoned teacher
is not the same as a teacher who just leave college. Because oftentimes that teacher cannot even control his or her class. Because the reality is things have changed so much over the last 5 years in the classroom. That means if you had left the classroom 7 years ago and got to college, the way a student behave now is completely different from when you were at school.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
And now, when you were at school and I was at school as a student, if two students have a quarrel, people would try to go in the middle and say, okay, broke up this, broke up this. You see what is happening now?
People used to part fight. Nobody no part fight again.
No, that doesn't exist. In fact, the fights, not for the fights, no, I can tell you what's happening. They are staged. Staged. Like a stage show. Fights are planned. For people send text to groups and say, well, leave me there this evening, never teach a lesson. And they have to say, which one out brother. And then the other person, the videographers, everybody have the phone.
And get up.
At the end of it, now, they look to see who can get the best video. And you know what is happening now? That is not music.
I'm laughing, but it's not joke I'm taking it for. I'm not taking it for joke.
It's not music. It's not the music.
What impact you think our classrooms that are sometimes like a furnace, hot and too many children, what impact does that have on it?
Well, all right. You see, if students come to school and they're not achieving, they're not getting, they themselves know that this is not the place for me because I'm always wrong. I never get it right. John is always getting it right and I'm not getting it right. They are demotivated. Classroom hot. Bench, they must fight for bench. Fight for chair rusty and dirty their clothes. Everything put in the mix would make their school experience not something that they want.
Would you agree with me if I said make them school experience miserable?
Of course it does. And I can tell you this. At my school, when rain fall and certain days, you can't use the classroom.
You can't hear in there?
No, you can't use it because it's wetting. I mean, the roof. So at certain days, if rain falls, certain days, no certain block can't use.
Oh, God.
It's as bad as that. And I'm not thinking that it is unique to my school.
Yeah.
And there are other schools where since the rain and the sun come like it's about 10 times as hot as
hey, you realize, brother? The sun will burn you like you're near a furnace.
Yes, so the classroom now, even my little daughter said to me this morning, that the classroom then get extremely hot as she goes to a primary school.
Right.
So the reality is, the school experience now for the average child is not necessarily the best. And it is something that I think some improvement, something can be done to improve it. However, it requires careful planning and persons who can implement a program and get it actually to work rather than to just be a parenting and say we're doing this and we're doing that and tell how much million we spend on this and it's at the end of the day we still have the same problem.
Right.
And that is what I think is one of the biggest problems. I'll tell you something. I was in a classroom last week. I went to look at a teacher. And I was asking some questions of some of the students. Brilliant students, to be exact. And a young miss was in the class. And it so happened that I said, let me have a look in your book. And I was asking her some questions.
Yeah.
So the other students started to laugh. And they said, sir, but she not come to school. So the young miss said, she stand up and she said, let me tell you something. I am not responsible for sending myself to school.
Fair enough.
Don't come is because they don't send me. They don't have any money to send me.
So not because she don't want to come.
That struck me, and listen to me say, how times we address this problem and talk about truancies and students not coming to school. But sometimes The students themselves don't want to be at school, but their circumstances are such that they can't come.
But who know these?
Because they can't walk to school.
Who know these things, teach? Who knows them something happen? Who did anybody before you heard that in the classroom? Anybody know that of that situation?
Shaka, I can't say if persons were aware, but what I know is that the way how the system is now, I am not aware of the system is so configured where if John is absent from school, that people go and find John parents and find what the situation is. Because when you try to talk to students who are having difficulty, even when you have parents in session, and you say, why you don't try and get on the part program? They'll tell you they try and they don't get on. But they can't bother and they are frustrated.
I heard that now.
So the students just get caught in the middle of that.
I heard an argument that the minister had a town hall meeting, I think, in Portmore, and they were saying that politicians should get involved in getting people on path. The question I must ask now, what role the school play in getting children on path?
The school doesn't really play any role now. What the school does is that they have a list that they send up to actually say if Tom is coming to school, and here it work now, you know. They religiously collect that data, right?
Yes.
And you know the purpose of that data?
To take off people.
If Tom is not to take off or to reduce the money. So
but
that same data, you know, could be used to say, let us find out why Tom is not at school.
But that's what it should be used for. And I would want to think at this point, listening to you talking now, is that the school should be able to make recommendation to path and said, here is a child.
Listen, I have always been of that opinion, and I have discussions like that even at school. You can't have guidance outside school. You have form teachers who actually sometimes have personal relationship with these students. They will tell them things that their parents are not going to go to an office and tell an officer. And the school is unable to say that John is in need of government assistance, so you need to get John on the program. The school, listen, the school, it should be that the school should be the first place to recommend students, and when a recommendation comes from the school, it should be dealt with as soon as possible to get that child onto the program. But it doesn't work like that.
And I would want to believe that the school making a recommendation should have some serious weight. When the school recommend that a child goes on path, it should even be questioned.
There should be no question, because if there's no way a school is going to come forward and know that SHACKA can manage to send his child to school. SHACKA child don't want any part of so put SHACKA.
No,
SHACKA child.
Because a child like that, a hungry pitney get hungry, you know, Wilson, you realize? A hungry pitney get hungry, the pitney get up and say, me no response to myself.
She no responsible to send herself come to school.
And she's right. And it leads me to the next question, Wilson. What effect is it having on our children, the way we treat them, the way we allow them to fight to get to and from school, and when they come to school they are hungry, we allow them to suffer those things? What effect does that have on the children?
Shaka, let me tell you something. We take a lot of things for granted in this country now. And what we do is that we have a lot of discussion which is much ado about nothing. And we trivialize some things, and then we make some things important that is not so important. Let me tell you this. I was listening to my radio yesterday morning, and I heard the MO for the parish of St. Thomas, the medical officer, saying that I have 3 registered nurses.
Oh, I heard that.
The entire parish, 3. Now, those positions are available, you know. But let me tell you something. If you're not careful, most of who leaving school would not be in a position to fill any of those vacancies. You know? So we have a bigger problem than coming. You know? So if we don't make sure that the students who come to school are not hungry, they can get to school on time, so that they can achieve what type of Jamaica are we creating. And I don't think, because you see the thing is, I think when I listen to some of the discourse that is coming out today, it's like it's more rebuttal and try to score points rather than solving problems.
Defend your turf. That's what it is.
Yes, and we have to move away from that if we want Jamaica to be where we say we want Jamaica to be. Look here, it is my opinion, that a lot of persons who are up there saying that they love this country, they don't love this country, They don't love it.
Them
They
love.
don't love it.
Most of them love them party, brother. Not about the country.
Exactly, and guess what? And if you have a discussion about something that is not working, it makes you a PAP.
Definitely.
No, I want to understand something. So when did we get to the point as a country where it's either you're pro or you're against? Alright? That means anything that the government does and you criticize it, it makes you a PAP. Is that the qualification for making you a PAP? Like agree with the government?
By standing up for your country makes you an enemy of the state as well, Because them not just call you, PNP, Them basically come against you too.
Yeah, and when they come against you, they set other people against you.
Yes.
And what they do, they try to destroy you.
You
And
better
listen,
know.
I believe that if you are in government and you know that Wilson, for example, is a teacher. So Wilson will speak about issues that affect the classroom. And Wilson come and say, look, we need to start out this party and make it such that guidance counselor can identify needy students.
Yes.
And send their names, and you know the necessary paperwork and get them onto the program.
Yes.
Say, we'll see, that's a good idea, because that can solve some of the problems. Don't say, everything Wilson's a fighting government, so and from when since Wilson know that should they do whatever they do from 18 years ago.
Hallelujah. Talk to me. Right, that's not the problem there.
No. We have a problem, no. We have a government, no.
And that's
it's our problem, no. It's the government, no. Who is in charge of the treasury? So the government, no. If it's solve the problem that exists, no. Regardless of how long the problem was there, the problem needs to be solved, no.
Right now.
It's right now. But we reach a point where we indoctrinate, and I'll say this as an educator. Let me tell you something. I am disappointed when I read and listen to some of the rhetorics on social media, because I can tell you that the education system of Jamaica failed the taxpayers of Jamaica. Because if it never failed them, we wouldn't be getting some of the discourse that we have on social media and some of the conclusions that people reach.
So that has something. So that has something DPS a long time.
No, but I'm telling you that as an educator, when I listen and when I watch some of the things that people post, I said, no, sir, the system failed, because if the system never failed, this person wouldn't be thinking like this. This person would have a different, he would be able to be more analytical.
Yes.
And to speak the truth. Because I tell people, I don't try to be balanced. I try to be fair. Speak the truth.
Just go through, brother. I tell people that anybody you hear about them balance, they are hypocrites.
Yeah, just start the truth. Listen.
Got the truth no balance. The truth no balance,
The truth is just the truth.
The truth always come down from one side. The truth.
It must affect people who don't like the truth. It must, because it is the truth. It must affect them. It must. So let me tell you something.
Let's look at finish. Yeah, go ahead, finish. Go ahead, finish your thought.
We have to fix education from more than one perspective. Firstly, it was always the intention of persons who created the education system for school to model and develop and help students to have what they call middle class values. And I don't like the middle class values thing. I prefer to see it as have a way of living and a way of thinking that is acceptable and it is civil, a civil way of existing.
And I do believe that presently we are failing in that regard because schools have to be fighting to get students to even go to class when they come to school. And if we not correct some of the problems by demonstrating proper behavior, and when I say that, it can't be that in Parliament we can't have civil discussion with different opinion and it don't get into a raucous broad. Because students are actually looking on. I was
Yes.
looking at a video this morning and I saw about a 1.5-year-old, 2-year-old boy. And he had disposable razor
Mm-hmm.
and he had his pants. He was in his diaper and he put one foot up and was drawing the disposable razor around his pubic area.
He saw that happen.
I saw that this morning in a video.
But I'm saying the baby saw that happen.
Hold on. No, but I saw it on a video this morning.
But understand.
And that was after you called me. And I said to myself, wow, this is such a powerful message. Because this little boy, he's not born with that in enough.
No, he saw it.
See that happen.
Yes.
You see that happen. So I am saying that we as a people, parents and leaders in the society, we have to be kinder to each other. We have to be able to discuss an issue without getting personal and become disrespectful to each other. You have to get to that point.
Question.
We have to understand that ideas must contend, and we have to understand that we can have different perspectives, and it not necessarily mean that my perspective is right and your perspective is wrong. The truth is the truth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when we are giving an opinion, it is from a perspective of your understanding, most time which is colored by your experience.
Right.
If a man present his experience, his understanding based on his experience, and you present yours, we can agree to disagree that it's two different perspectives. But it shouldn't end up being that no, we have a war with each other, hate each other, want to kill each other. Because that is what is happening, you know.
Ambush in the night.
Sometimes people, the boys are war because they talk about which clocks is the better clocks, whether I want to be or a dessert. No, can you imagine a discussion talking about which one is better? Now remember, I know that depends on which one you find more comfortable in.
Mm. Everybody would have a different opinion to that.
Exactly, but you're saying that you're in a big war and it turned out to be that young war because you despise regime.
What effect the removal of corporal punishment from our school is having on behavior in schools now, if any?
All right, let me put up a disclaimer. Personally, I don't believe in corporal punishment. I have 3 children, 2 daughters, 1 son. I have never ever hit any of my daughters. And it's one time, and about 10 years ago, I hit my son. And from that time, I said, never allow it to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in corporal punishment. And I can tell you why. You see, when people beat, most times they are angry. And you see, when you beat somebody when you're angry,
mm-hmm.
you will lose control. And when you beat, and the person that is being beat sometimes is also angry and become resentful. And I think it can cause more confrontation, more hatred, and even more violence. That's my personal view. And that's why I see it. So I am not an advocate for corporal punishment. I believe the better way to go is try to reason and demonstrate the required behavior and try to get in the headspace. So for example, my daughter do something that I do not like.
Mm-hmm.
my action to her for the next 2 or 3 days is different. And when I get in her head space, I can see her trying to make amends and try to behave differently because he doesn't like to see when daddy is upset.
But how do you deal with discipline then in our schools? What kind of discipline you administer?
All right, discipline. All right, you see, what we need a system where you have structured assigned tasks for students who have certain breaches. And then, for example, you know, if a child, say, disrespect a teacher in the first instance, and you say, okay, this child should visit a detention center 5 days for the week. Now, most times that child would not want to come. So when you set that up now, if the child don't turn up, you send out that child and you send him out to the parents. You have a discussion with the child and the parents. Get the parents to buy into to get the child to see the importance of taking responsibility for his or her action. And why is it important for him or her to carry out the task that was given based on what he did. Now, for serious offense, what I suggest is that the government have what we call like a timeout center in each parish. And it doesn't have to be creating a new building. It could be a church hall or something like that where you have psychologists, behavioral specialists, where the child is sent to those center. Like it's an event that you're sending there, and for the next 2 weeks, that's where you go for school. And you have a program, you tell them to a program, and then when you see improvement, you integrate them back in the mainstream. Because let's face it, the school is still the best place for even the worst child. The school, and that might sound strange for a lot of people. The school is still the best place for even the worst child. Because if you allow the man on the corner to socialize him, it's like this can't stop that they have. So it's not about putting them out of school. So you can take them out, but they must can find a church hall in each parish. You know, say, for the next 2 weeks, you have students going there, and you have the persons going in.
But Wilson, that's a suggestion, yeah. And I like the idea. But what is happening now in our schools? What is happening now?
What is happening?
Yes.
All right, this is what is happening now. A child do something, you send them home to their parents. The parents and they can't come, so stay home to the parents can come, and then put on their clothes, and then still come, but they don't come to the schools, and then they preach inside the schools.
So how that benefit them? How that benefit them now?
Well, that is why I'm telling you of a program that I think about.
I like the suggestion, but the question I'm asking you is about what is happening now. There is no corporal punishment in our schools anymore. What is happening when these children get out of line? How do we discipline them? What are the measures?
They just send them out of the system for a while.
Two girls were allegedly expelled for kissing. Out of school for about 3 months. How that help?
Well, you see, what is happening, you know, is that they are taking them out of the environment, right? They're moving them out of the environment. But they're moving, but there is nothing else that is being done, because all that happens, you know, when they move them out of the environment, you know, is that they get a day to come back with the parents, and they might have a discussion with the child and the parent, and the child just come back in. I am saying it requires more than that. And the more than that has to have ministry intervention. And I don't want to hear that there's no money, because the amount of money that we leave the ministry to do other things and going to people, pocket and help and this and that. It means that enough funds would have been there if the funds had been managed properly to put in programs like these.
The amount we have lost.
It just needs the will of a minister who understands that teenagers will go to line, so you have to have a program.
So presently, what you are saying to me is that there is no structured way to discipline our children when they get out of line in our schools. It's really just Nothing.
It's just a timeout. They send them home to their parents and they come back. And they say, no, my candidate say they might be out for 5 days, 3 days, depends on the magnitude of the offense.
So the children are aware that no matter how the behavior they portray in school, out of school, there is no consequence.
Well, I don't think for some, I don't think that see it has no consequence. And you still have, even the bad boy still want to go to school and out, So they lose the right to be on the campus.
Yeah, but
so
that you just say them put on them clothes and them come out, see when them not come on the campus, them just not go to class.
Right. Or them go other places and sometimes
where we don't want them to go.
Yes. And that is why I said to you that in my mind, each parish require what we call a timeout center. So where you have properly trained individuals who can help them to change their perspective, because oftentimes what they need is just a different way of thinking. Just want to show them something different, and once you can get, because enough of these youth, enough big man, even your age group can tell us that somebody they take you and touch up on your shoulder and say, boss man, we need better than this from you, or you have better potential. More worthwhile.
Can I tell you my story? Can I tell you my personal story in school? I did one at top troublemaker at school, rude boy at school. That was when I was going to all age school, because back then we had all age school. And a teacher named Ian Mangaroo turned me into a prefect and the president of the Student Council Association. That was the end of my giving trouble,
In giving leadership role.
Yeah.
So what he did, he added value to you,
And give me responsibility.
Exactly.
Even when other teachers are saying, you're mad, how you do that, you idiot? That the boy.
But you have to understand, that a lot of persons believe that the best way to deal with fire is to fight fire with fire.
No.
A lot of persons don't understand how to use psychology to get in the headspace. Because I'm telling you, that these children that we have now, we need to find a way of using their interests to improve their education.
There you go. Because what
is happening, persons are saying that they don't interested in nothing. That is not true.
Them are what they're interested in. Yes.
They're just not interested in what is being done at school.
In where you are chopped, in where you are pushed upon them.
The way in which school is presently organized, maybe we need to look and see, because look, reality is, school is the same way it has been for the last 40 years. Maybe just
the principal, the Minister of Education said the music. Said the music is one of the problems with the violence in school. Why is it that we're not doing some of the lesson plan in music and getting some of the artists to DJ some of the lesson plan and sing some of the lessons and put them in a music form, dancehall format?
You remember this song about government badness?
Yes.
I can tell you, that was one of the most popular songs among the gangster boys in school.
Government badness, buried up on chest and clocks on foot. Government badness and joyless.
Yes, that was one of the most popular among the boys in school. You know what I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
The minister understands the power of music.
Yes.
The minister understands the power of music. So why they never get two artists to do some songs and do some things in another way, rather than now coming to highlight that music? Because at that point, government badness was, everywhere you go, man, I scam to government badness, same.
It's a bus dance. Yeah.
She a rap to government badness. And if she raps to government badness, it means that she understands the power of music. But so let us now say, okay, if we have a sector of the students who actually we can reach using music, let us find a way to use the music in a lesson. Don't just leave it to the teachers. Because I can tell you something, you know. When these politicians are doing their marketing strategy, they spend millions of dollars to get people who understand how people think, how people behave, to get desired results. Therefore, the same effort can be used to get Jamaicans' children to think differently and behave differently, spend whatever resource is necessary to get them to that place.
Sir Wilson, I don't know if you have anything else you want to add, but yeah, go ahead.
What I want, I'm an advocate for a much more kind and gentler society. And I want persons to understand that the fact that both of us don't share the same idea, it doesn't mean that you should come and attack me and try to destroy me. Because the problem of what I speak about will remain just the same. Let us reach to a point where when you wake up and hear say 4 young men die, it don't have no impact on a society.
The society numb.
Something is wrong with a country where blood stop having impact on people movement and thinking. We are becoming too callous and cold as a society. We have people who are promote the killing of young men. That can't solve the problem. It can't. And we should never ever get to the point. There has to be a better way. Because those children did not born as criminals. Sometimes society fail them, parents fail them. There are several factors to be considered. And I can tell you, if you start with one timeout center in each parish a year, if this government had done it, it would have gone 8 already. It would have gone 8 already.
Yeah.
And if the previous government had done that,
would have completed.
We would have completed the entire island. We need to stop blood for blood. It is sad. And it is really, really, really sad. And as a person who is an educator, I don't like how they become immune to the blood. No, we must say no. Why? I listen to the news. Why a 17-year-old sister can come on the TV and say, "From the left primary school, you know, go back to more school."
Yeah, from primary school, that's sad, eh?
You know, go back to more school.
That's sad.
And that was, listen, and the worst part of that, we can assume that there are many others like that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yet still, there are people
with
fancy offices with fancy titles. And listen, and I say this for what it is worth. We have to be careful, you know, because we can't have these people, our political campaign, you know, as we enforcers in the communities, you know. And then we celebrate when police kill them, you know. It's not right. It's not right. If we associate with them when we want power, when we have power, we must help them. We must help them. It can't be that we set the police to just shoot them. It can't be. I don't think a lot of person understand that the police don't have no more right to kill a citizen than what we have. Because all of we have the right to kill, to defend the life. So don't make it appear as if we are a country where police must just kill man because they have a gun, or kill man because people say I'm a gunman. We need to change that as a people. That's my bit for this one.
Big up yourself and thanks, my brethren. One love. Are you concerned about our children? More precious. Let's teach our children love more than heritage.
children by love. It's all the word of the Lord. What better way to start? Here we know that God is love. We got to reach for their souls, save them from the troubles of the world. Can't give up. We look to ourselves. This we got to know.
Innocence within their hearts are pure, and all they see us do, they'll do for sure. We got to be wise before their eyes. Parents of tomorrow, the song is entitled Heart of a Child, more precious than diamonds and pearls. I am one who is convinced that the long-term solution to crime and poverty is education in this country. And we have to be careful, because like the opposition spokesman on education, Damian Crawford, said, if you diagnose the problem wrong, you're going to come with the wrong treatment. And as I said earlier, I am agreeing that music does have an impact on all of us, not just children. So music have an impact on me, it must have an impact on a younger child. Yeah? So I'm not disputing that. But that is not the main issue. There are bigger issues than those. And to dive into that one first sounds like a cop-out, as other people been saying. But I want to tackle the minister. When we want to take on the minister, is when she say children are not being allowed to sleep at night because of loud music and selector screaming. Until dawn morning. Let me just finish this start. Let me just finish this start until dawn.
Yes.
The fact that the minister is saying children not getting to sleep because loud music and selector screaming on top of their voice. If that is so, minister, you have failed our children. Basically, what you are saying to me is that you and your team has failed our children. And why do I say that? There is a law against loud music. So you and your team not ensuring that the law is enforced. The second one is that how the children are getting to school, because the loud music is being played in public transportation. Again, there is a law dealing with that. So you must use the tools that you have. And what you are saying to us, minister, is that those two pieces of tool, you have failed to ensure that they are used and that those laws are enforced. So, I'm going to take the argument there from you. Auntie Dawn, morning, go ahead.
Okay, give thanks.
Welcome.
I always enjoy listening to Teacher Wilson.
Yes.
Even, I mean, some things we may disagree with, but it's very minuscule. Some we may even think that. Him generally, we are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And I too cannot accept one issue as it relates to our violence. And the violence is not only with our children, and that is another of our cop-out, because targeting the children is also a way of acting as if the children start violence. Violence is a learned behavior, you know. And children cannot, they're being born violent. So who is it teaching them? And even in our educational sector, we tend to only talk about the children, what you would call it now, dysfunctional. The children are dysfunctional. But it's not only the children that we look at, we must also target the teachers, because at no time we hear any groups or organizations say, let us look at the behavior of our teachers also. Because the teachers are from the same society. We are all from the same society. Parents violent, community violent, everybody violent. The teachers then must also be violent too. So we have to, we can't parrot like for everybody. Because every time we see one of those videos, I got some knowledge from Mr. Wilson when he said that some of the videos is competition to see who can come out with the best.
But that one's shocking.
Yeah, but that comes also around to the creative minds of our children. They are not giving them the a structured format to express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because that videotaping, we could have them videotaping role plays in the classroom in some of the subject areas and that sort of thing. That then can go viral with it. And so we give them, we lock them down, shut them down in the classrooms, and then go out the road and come at the negative energy the project.
But like Wilson said a while ago, it's not that our children are.
The last part of him speaking.
One of the things that he said is not that our children are not interested in anything, but we're not getting to what they are interested in.
True, I agree with that because we keep dwelling on the fact that in our time this never used to happen, so we can't. And our teachers could not. Listen, I am a million years old, Khalid.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, even looking at some of the teachers, I used to be on a school board for many years. I'm even looking at the young teachers and they're boring, You don't say they're boring.
You say they're boring?
Yes, no. I'm tell you, I'm a million years old. And when you look at the teacher them, and I'm talking about, I was in a school that they didn't have an overcrowding issue. It was in a violent community. However, the violence didn't impact the school as well. During school time, you don't have the shootings and things. You don't have the boy them are broken at the school and the parents them are broken at school and the school secure. The teacher them not have no parents are coming upon them with them rare when pick me and teachers. First of all, the children were so calm, and the children were not a violent set of children. But the school had a population of under 200, and they have space for nearly 2,000. And they had 3-story blocks.
Yeah.
And each grade, one class per grade, and there was no class with 30 children, none, 25 the most.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a lot of things going for them. I mean, I tell you, man, the teacher them pouring like dishwater.
Wow.
And they got a lot of support from the board.
And Wilson said it a while ago,
MP. They got a lot of support, they got a lot of, even technology, they got a lot of it, and them just, you have to tell the teacher, them say, listen, man, we can't take this, we have to make the children do this and make the children do that,
One of the things that Wilson said a while ago is that the mass exodus of our teachers, that is also having an effect on us because the new teachers coming out of Teachers College are nothing to compare with the seasoned campaigners that we are losing to other countries. And you have to develop that experience before you can manage these children.
It's true. However, we also have to concentrate on what we have. Because teachers have always been living in Jamaica. And yes, in the past, 5-6 years, it was massive. But I'm talking even before that, we're having these issues.
Mm.
It's only that a lot of times we are in denial. It's because it's a trend that we face now, you know.
Yes.
That is all. Because when it wasn't being thrust in our faces like it now, because I mean the children have more access to technology and them sharper now and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the violence was there all along this and that. And I usually have an issue that when teachers are talking about the issues that is affecting their work environment, I would have loved to hear them more. See, like how Wilson talk,
Yeah.
I some would like hear them. If you're going to shut down the school, don't only do it for your pay.
Do it for the
Do
working
it for the
condition, the
authority,
learning, not just the working condition, but also the learning condition.
Yes, because we have an apartheid system in the school education system. Talk about those things. So yes, because my argument is, you know, when you're going to teach, you know the salary below, you know.
Yeah.
We all know. It's not after you're going in and cut your salary.
But then
So
you'd have a lot of people going in there with the expectation that the salary would increase, because every government, every administration, when they are in a position, tell you what they are going to do for teachers. So people are still going there expecting that it's going to get better.
And they get little top up also. And again, sometimes the teachers then not say the other things that top up on them salary too. They talk about the basic salary and the other. They don't talk about the other benefits that they get in cash also. But I'm saying that the salary, the low salary is not the only issue you have. The same behavior problems you have it. I never hear them at JTA come out and say the government advocate for the government. I mean serious advocacy. We don't talk about just talk and think serious depend them case like white for rice. Tell them say you want in an institution when you pick up children with learning disabilities.
All right, so Auntie Dawn,
yes.
I was scanning through on my phone a while ago, because at the symposium on Sunday night, a teacher made some comments, and some serious comments. She teaches in the early childhood department.
Yes.
And the complaint she was making was that as a teacher in early childhood, when she picks up on deficiencies with a child and makes the report, sometimes that child leave early childhood school, enter primary school before getting any attention. In fact, she was, I think what we got from her was that there was one psychologist that is assigned, child psychologist, that is assigned to Region 2. That's Portland, I think, St. Mary and St. Thomas. And therefore, the timing to address these issues with these children is our next big problem.
Yes, and that is why I'm saying that as the teaching organization should be pushing more for things like these, so that them say in each region then you have a building, a structure there, a center, so that everybody not in the 5-year lineup to go Michael for get assessment or to go wherever to get assessment. Because, you know, and also, if I can barely afford to send my child or my children to school, you think me want to hear about extra money for go assess fitness to see whether they can learn or whether they can't learn? So I am going to be forcing denial. I'm going to say nothing wrong with the fitness lazy because I don't have the finances to back it up. We don't want to hear about anything for we got to spend more money. And that is what I'm saying. Teachers should be pushing for that, because there is no way a child should finish high school and can't read and write. I'm not asking if you don't remember a grade, with the last grade I'm going to school, when I was in the communities working on students who graduate from the secondary level school to fill out an application And me see one boy don't know the difference between relationship and religion. Relationship, now them say name of mother, them fully mother's name, input. So now I don't remember the question, but input his mother's name, and then put relationship, and then put something like church after that, or something like that.
Oh.
And this is a graduate. And so for him to be at that stage and don't understand that it must be a disability, a learning disability,
But and then we're not testing. We're not testing.
We're not putting anything on the tell you say you cannot allow the politicians, the teachers, them have to know that, and the communities. So we cannot allow the politicians.
Well, I have to big up that.
To be finding out, so giving. You must depend them case too.
I have to big up that teacher Sunday night, because she came forward and put that on the table. And those are issues that we have to deal with.
Yes. So until we start dealing with that in our education, we going always have to deal. Because violence is a thing where we feel that is the only way yourself can take away. You can't, if you have issues with your children, you gotta tell them, say, you have to box them down. Whether you do it or not is another thing. Some parents really do it.
Yeah.
When they go into the school system, the teacher then vex because you say, no corporal punishment. Me hear teachers say, your government, so enough for beating up. In other words, beating is the way to solve things. So how when them get turned big and start unleash violence?
But I don't know if you. But I don't know if you hear when me ask Wilson, what are what do you do for discipline in the schools? No, though. No corporal punishment. All right, fine. But what do you do when these children cross the line? And basically what I am getting is that there's actually nothing.
It's individual teachers, like maybe a Wilson or so, they will use different strategy for deal with it. But generally speaking, the teachers them have an attitude, so them don't business with anything because the government say, I'm not for beat, And they get the support from the parents because a lot of parents, that's how they deal with children too. So the parents support when the teacher them must say government, so we mustn't
I can't tell you that I am against corporal punishment, I'm not against it. I tell you the truth.
The thing, there are certain things you have to give shock treatment too.
Yeah, everything.
But it can be a broad brush.
Right, I'm not saying that corporal punishment should be used for all cases, but I don't think you should have take it out of the toolkit. It should be still in the toolkit.
The thing is, Wilson made a point, and I also agree with it. A lot of us draw for corporal punishment when we vex. So anger we're dealing with is not correction.
Right.
We're not doing it as rods of correction. We're dealing with it.
But I think there was I think there was a time when principals. Hold on. I think there was a time when principals were allowed to use corporal punishment and only the principal. Yeah. So I'm saying even in a case like that, where the principal could have do it if needs be. But to just throw it out with the bath water and the baby and nothing leave.
I think we should also have a program in place to train purpose on alternative. Because I say the society is a violent society and we deal with violence we used to deal with everything. So we have to really reprogram ourselves. Because we are from the society, the teachers are from the society, the children are from the society.
Definitely.
And that is what we all come up from. People talk about, see, me used to get it and it not do me nothing. How me know say it never do me nothing? It do me something because it make me violent too.
All right, Auntie Don. All right, thanks, Auntie Don. Bless up.
Take care.
One love. Yeah, man. 804-7072, that's the number to call. Music, what effect it having on our children. And if we believe that it is so powerful to sway them to violence, why is it that we're not using the music to teach the lessons and to teach values and attitudes Why is it that the government is not engaging dancehall artists to put out tunes that are teachable, tune that have some of the curriculum, the content in the curriculum in those tunes, and use them to teach our children? Why is it that we are not enforcing the law? There's a law that says no music, no in a public transportation. But also, we must remember that this government is now allowing children again to pack up like sardines in these taxis going to schools. Because even in our corporate area, the service of the JUTC has been cut by 3/4 of what it could do back in 2016. So therefore, our children are at the bus stops longer than you'd want to have them. They spend more time in the transportation center in halfway tree that you'd want them to spend there under no control or supervision. So we have to start look. That's why we said Jamaica needs fresh ideas, needs steady hands to really move us into that vision 2030 that we speak of. Is that still possible? That by 2030 Jamaica become the place to work, do business, raise family, and all the others that comes with it? Is this how we are going to continue? There have always been fights in our schools, always been violence. Me I go to school and me think maybe me used to fight regular. Maybe not every day, but we used to fight. Yeah, Eton and Wade and Ainsworth and yeah, whole heap of fight. Sometimes a gang fight too, and sometimes a one-man fight. You understand? So it's not like we never used to fight, but when we go to school, we never know cell phone. When we used to see cell phone in a Star Trek. And that's why I tell people, you know, that what is happening now, it's not really new, because it is said that whatever the mind conceive, you can achieve. And from back then in Star Trek, we used to see a video call, you know. Video call where we had to know. We used to watch that in a Star Trek. Remember one time as a little boy, I get to watch my first watch. Me used to talk in it like a phone, because I used to see the man in a Star Trek. I talk in them watch. Till me live to see watch they know where people are talking for real. So we need politicians and leaders with digital thinking. The analog leaders not getting any signal. We have too much analog leaders in Jamaica right now. Too much analog politician. Smith, of course the children can write their own lyrics. They can write their own lyrics. And we must have them to write their own lyrics. Because I saw the thing set up, you know. They want to do what they want to do. And we as adults, we are forcing them to do what we want them to do. And then you have some adults that don't want to teach them nothing new either. Them basically just want to give them what they want. I remember Tuesday morning, I was preparing for the read across Jamaica. And I was wondering what to read. And somebody was saying to me that people them don't want to hear that when I say me I read an article about the director of public prosecution. And I say, but if we get a chance to talk to them, then talk to them about something that they need to know that we don't believe that they are hearing. And believe me, the boys were well engaged. And when we went to the girls, they were engaged. Because you have to put it in a way where them understand it too. So, to come out and blame night nights. And how much communities in Jamaica so really have dance during the week? How many of our communities have dance every night during the week? Very few. And even when they have dance during the week, the law said it must stop at midnight. So if it's not stopping at midnight, minister, then you're not doing your job. You must ensure that the police then do them work. Because it is your responsibility to take care of our children, to see to it that the children them get a good night rest and they are not getting that public disturbance. You know, so we have to know where though. We can't just blame one sector. I remember in COVID, that blame was put on people who got to a side shop, because people got to side shop. They were blamed for spreading COVID. So it's like we always want to blame the small people, me. Wow. Let me see, because I want to hear the teacher, and I think I find her now. I think I find the clip with the teacher from Sunday night. And yes, the symposium was very good. The symposium was very good. The presentations were well received. The creativity of the children could also benefit the development of the creative industry in the future. But of course, all right, the South Africa, now. All right, the South Africa, and that's why you always hear me talk about the creative industry and what it can do for this country. Because I think 2 weeks ago when I spoke to Ralston Hyman, he mentioned the song "Every Nigger is a Star," and every Jamaican believe that them can star the thing, and therefore we have to give them the opportunity to be the star, that they can be, that they want to be. I want to find this clip here, man. I want to find this clip here with the teacher.
Long time for that child to be assessed. Sometimes that child will leave an institution without any access. And sometimes when you are in the primary schools, they don't have to. Right? Because we are there with them. Everything they do, you have to be doing. The primary schools, they go by themselves and do so everything in the primary schools. And then the other child is going to have to watch it there. They have to watch it there. Teaching there, they have to watch it. So we look at able to pick up things. But if you don't come up with resources, that's things. And it's very difficult for us. So we like more investment. Because everything happens only one. Like psychology, child, yes, that comes, I think it's just yes. So it's a very long list. So we like to do that anyway.
Yeah, that was an early childhood teacher talking about the access to child psychologists and the fact that we only have one for the region, and therefore when they as teachers pick up something, it takes a long time. Remember, learning starts from in the womb and the home, not at school. My parents placed effort in making sure that I could read from home. Taught me to read the Bible from a young age, not just the teachers. And you see, Parents who help their children at home, those children, you don't have the problem with them, you know. It is the ones who are not helped from home, but you must also remember that there are some parents who can't help the children them at home. And that's why Damian Crawford had a program that he was planning called Mommy and Me. So when the child go to evening class, the mother would go to and learn the same thing what the child learned. So that when they come home, mommy can assist, because sometime before that, mommy could not assist. And we have to look upon the thing holistically. Can't just be one band-aid fit everything. Wilson came up with a brilliant idea. We need timeout centers in each parish. And maybe sometime we need boot camp where when these children cross the line, you send them off. Because some of them are troubled and they need that kind of attention. Medical attention, psychologists, psychiatrists. When our children show signs of autism, sometimes they are not dealt with at that early stage where they can be helped, and when they get help, it harder because we don't have those in place. And people bully people and pick on people at times because they don't know that people have issues. We have to look better than that in our education. Way better. Because education is the antidote to crime and violence in our country. It is the antidote to poverty. So we have to look on that seriously and address it. So I could move now to the road situation there. Talk about it earlier, but we want to touch back on it because one of the things we are trend on social media, I could say, one of the things we are trend on social media. And a lot of people are blame if you highlight it. And I'm saying to you that I am happy that I highlighted it, that it is now getting some attention. Because we don't want nobody to meet in an accident over there. We don't want nobody to meet in an accident because of that. We want it to be safe for the people coming to Portland and leaving Portland. Can't afford for nobody go up on the soft shoulder there and tear off with them. You're so right. Look, even when sports is going on, crime is down. Yeah. Jamaicans, every Jamaican is a star, man, and them love the stardom thing, yeah? So, when we used to go to school, one of the big things where we used to talk, they used to tell us, is that our people is our biggest asset. And we must use our people to achieve greatness. But I don't think we focus enough on building the capacity of our people and ensuring that our people get the opportunity to achieve their best. So, it's 57,000 people look on that video there with the road. And therefore, I am happy that anybody who see the video passing that area will apply some caution. It's one lane of traffic out there now, coming off the bridge going to St. Thomas. That has reduced to single lane. And we're calling on the authorities to come fast, come quick, come deal with it. Because as the video shows, it is shelling out underneath, it's just shingle. And the more vehicle drive on it, shingle just run. So we are worried that in short order that will be a problem. So a town hall meeting was held on Thursday, right here in Port Antonio. And I am a bit disappointed and shocked. The mayor brought greetings, and I see a councillor representing the MP. But I don't know. Let me leave it alone. I hope Portland has see it, and I will be watching social media to see what them think about it. I'm not going prompt, I'm not going to say anything about it. I was about to say something about it, but I think I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to raise my bat and make the ball pass. I'm going to leave it alone. Just to remind you that go look at it. It is on, I think, GIS. Town hall meeting in Port Antonio. Desmond McKenzie and Matthew Samuda was present. Look on it. Yeah, man. So, also want to let you know that the Boston Jerk Celebration, the Trangback Boston Jerk Celebration 2024 is going to be the second Sunday. It's always the second Sunday of July. July 14, Boston Beach, Tanya Stevens, Lukey D, Corey Rhymes, and we are going to be announcing some more artists and performers next week, as soon as we confirm them, because we don't announce artists where not confirm, you know. It's when we give artists them deposit, we announce the artists. Tickets will also be going on sale online. Early bird tickets will be going on sale online next week as well. $2,000 early bird ticket, because it is going to be $2,500 pre-sold and $3,500 at the gate. $2,500 pre-sold, $3,500 at the gate. Early bird tickets going on sale next week for $2,000. So get ready. As soon as the ticket goes online, you will see it here, and we will put it out otherwise. If we have, no, just bring a chair. There are places where you can put on your chair. And there are some areas that you can have a comfortable sit down. So if you're coming to the festival, bring a folding chair. There are places where you can put on your chair. There are a few gazebos that will be available, but I don't know. If you come early, you will be able to sit in one of those, get seat. And there's an upstairs area as well where you can sit down. Well, you say you're old, so you might not want to climb the stairs. So bring a folding chair. Yeah, man, it's Sunday, July 14. Boston Jerks, Trangback Boston Jerk Celebration, where we jerk everything. So we start getting in some wild hog and we start getting in some reindeer. The jerk soup is now a big thing. Yeah, everywhere you're going to hear about jerk soup. The original jerk soup is at Boston Beach. We started our thing that. And of course, we're going to be jerking some delicacies. So, you know, we are now being famous for the jerk reindeer and jerk wild hog, Injun coney, lobster, conch, you name it. Yeah, man. Jerk pudding, jerk corn, all of that is going to be available at the Trangback Boston Jerk Festival, Sunday, July 14, Boston Beach, Portland. Come to Jamaica for the fun, food, and it's going to be on the beach. So if you want to come early, get a dip in the Caribbean Sea, then you relax, and yeah, parking will be adequate, as we always have adequate parking at the Jerk Celebration. So we invite you to get your ticket, come down. DJ Gappa give us some ticket. As of next week, we're going to start give us some ticket as well, that you can start win some ticket for the festival. So yeah, stalls are finished. Stalls are finished. So there are no more stalls for rental. Well, I should say food stalls. We still have corporate stalls if you're doing craft or stuff like that. But as it relates to food and beverage, those stalls are finished, booked and paid for. It's Boston Jerk Celebration, man. Changback Boston Jerk Celebration. Because the people who are there every year, they're not letting nobody at all. As soon as you come to boom and put out a flyer, them sending them money. Them have the account. Sometimes you just see the receipt come and say me pay. Yeah. But this year, it's going to be a mega festival. The road is in tip-top shape. If you're driving from Port Antonio, the road is in excellent condition. Those of you who want to drive around St. Thomas, I'm not telling you that the road is 100% from Kingston coming into Port Morant, from Kingston to Port Morant is smooth sailing, and it will take you a little time to get to Quail, and then from Quail into Port Antonio is a good into Boston. It's good drive again. So the road is in good condition, so don't worry about the road. But I'd suggest if you're driving a low car, drive to St. Mary, come on Port Antonio to Boston. Road is in tip-top shape. The road is about 90% complete. In fact, what they are doing between Port Antonio and Boston is putting on the second layer of asphalt. So all of it is asphalted. Yeah, no rough area on the left on it now. Everywhere fully asphalt, so you can drive into Boston 20 minutes from Port Antonio to Boston. Take on the time on the road. We don't want to do it faster than that because we want everybody to come and return safe. So it's Sunday, July 14, Changback Boston Jerk Festival. Can't miss it. Let's let a caller. Morning.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm good in a wagwan.
How do you register for the Boston Jerk Fest?
Go again?
How do you get a booth at Boston Jerk Fest?
Or do you get a booth?
Yeah, like a registration or something.
Like you want to, what you want to do?
Do some jerking.
No. All of them booths they gone already, brother. Them the booths sell out already.
So how long is that? A long time?
Long time them sell out?
Yeah.
I think this week. The final one went this week.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, maybe if you did call from last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. But it's an event where the people who you normally have the same people there every year.
Okay.
Because them
so
them try and catch it early because them know about it, them know the date. So as soon as you put out a flyer, some of them even before you tell them how much you charge them pay what them pay last year. You know?
Oh, okay. All right. So you can be from this year then?
Yeah, man, you can line up your thing, man.
Oh, so you can line deep from now and then next year, you'll be all right.
Yeah, man, you can get me upon a number anytime, all right?
Okay, so how much people then?
No, we wouldn't tell you that on here like that. When you call me privately, then we can tell you how it works.
Okay. But this is your private number?
Huh?
But this is your private number?
Yeah, man, but I answered during the week. But you're on here now, you know. You're on the ear live right now.
Oh, okay.
So you would want to talk your business by YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, all right, brother.
Bless up.
So I understand the call you.
Yeah, man, give me about an hour and call me.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
One love.
Look.
Yeah, man. Sunday, July 14, Changback Boston Jerk Celebration, Boston Beach. It's going to be a big one, mega. Yeah, man. I recommend driving through Junction. Yes, Gilly, that's the place to drive. Drive through St. Mary, come up Port Antonio, and you have a smooth ride. If you're coming from Ocho side, it's highway straight up to Boston. But them call it carpet. Carpet straight up to Boston, my people. Yeah, man, Sunday, July 14. Come to Jamaica for the annual Changback Boston Jerk Celebration. Sunday, July 14, Boston Beach, Portland. Featuring Tanya Stevens, Luke D, Corey Rhymes, and so much more. everything jerk. It's the world's hottest cuisine. You can eat it, we can jerk it. Sunday, July 14, Boston Beach, Portland. Trongbuck Boston Jerk Festival. This one you can't miss. Yeah, man. Yes, let me say thanks to the item for watching. Thanks to all of the people who tuned in and participated in the chat room. Big up on yourself. Next week we'll be back right here from 9 o'clock until 11 o'clock. Don't miss it.
Recordings just got better.
No, not that.
Love, man. You know what I'm saying? Them a hold on your talent to the youth. Them a hold on your talent, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Somehow, I love them find the light and start to say me. I also want to say a special big up to the General Secretary. And you should give credit whether digital or flow, where that credit is due. There was a time that they said we did not have a chance. And the person who was in charge of making us have a chance was the General Secretary of the People's National. I don't have neither bad mind nor bad eye. I can see what is true and I can accept it to be true. Mr. General Secretary, congratulations is in order to you. And so says all of us.
Yes, sir. So says all of us. To the General Secretary of the People's National Party, Dayton Campbell, big up your damn self. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon us and be gracious unto you. The Lord give you his light and his peace, now and forevermore. Until we meet again next week, Colin Anthony saying over and out.